Okay, it's the Boss International Zoo. I'm here in Medellin, Colombia. Have the pleasure to sit down with Carlton, with Carlton's Travel.
What's up, man?
Reach out to the brother while we were here and took some time to sit down and talk to me. So another content creator, mine as well. Tell the people where you from originally.
Originally, I was born in Jamaica, really, but I came to the States when I was about 12, 13. So, but I got a bunch of family still there.
Right.
But I'm American. I've been in America so long.
You're American, but not a Yankee.
Yeah, okay. All right, not a Yankee. But no, man, I lived in New Jersey, lived in New York, the Bronx. With my wife in the Bronx, actually. I lived in Miami, all over Florida, Fort Lauderdale, all over South Florida. I lived in Houston. You know, so I've been around a little bit.
Yeah, you've definitely been around a little bit.
And I Medellin for the last 2 years.
That's a big jump.
Big jump. Yeah, I had to do it though. I loved it. I love it here.
Yes. So what did you do when you were in the city? You say retired now.
Retired.
So when you were in the States, what was your profession?
Banker.
Banker.
Banking, yeah.
So
some of the big banks.
Big banks?
Yeah. Wells Fargo and SunTrust, Regions Bank, those kind of banks.
How was that working at a bank, working for a bank?
Well, you know,
what drew you to that, or did you fall into that?
Because my background was finance. You know, I have an MBA and I have a BA in economics and philosophy. I was going to law school, but you know, I got a good job in the banking, working for a U.S. Treasury Department. I was actually a G-man. Okay. So I did that, and I fell into banking. Money was good, and I just fell into it. No regrets, but after a while, banking got stressful. As you move up, you know, got more and more stressful.
Did you retire from it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't
30-something
quit
years.
and then get a different job.
No.
Never retired. Retired.
When you
finished.
I would say for the last 10 years of banking, didn't really enjoy it that much. The stress and so forth. And you don't feel very few of us at a certain level. Very few of us, you know, SPV 11 bucks. Very few of us didn't really enjoy it. But when you got a family, you got a wife and kid, you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
Yeah. And you already put in a lot of time.
Oh yeah, exactly right. So you make a certain salary that you can't make anywhere else.
Right.
So, yeah, so I was stuck doing it.
So around what year did you retire?
Well, I kind of retired twice.
Like Jordan?
Yeah, right. Exactly. I retired first when I was about 50 years old, when I got divorced. Didn't want to work again. And then I did a lot of traveling to DR and other places. And then after a while I got bored. Did a lot of casino stuff. I probably joined 7 casinos in South Florida. You know, bad habit. You know, just from being, and I fished a lot. I had boats and I fished a lot, keys and so forth. So I kind of enjoyed it, but after a while I got bored. And then I got a really good offer from a bank in South Florida. And money was so good I couldn't refuse it, so I went back.
How many years when you went back? How many years?
It lasted 10 months when I went back.
10 months?
That's it.
So you really retired once?
Yeah. 10 months. The thing about it is that, you know, the situation I was in the second time, it's just, money was great. Bonus was, nice money. Bonuses was great. Bonus was pretty big on some people's salary. But it was stressful. My boss sucked. I didn't like her. And then she just stepped to me the wrong way one time and just got up and said, I ain't taking that shit back. Just walked out.
Wow.
Yeah, just walked out. Most guys would walk away from that shit, but I did F it. Just walked away.
Certain people's just their pride, you know, it's bigger than the money.
Exactly
you know?
right.
You know,
it disrespect me not for money. It doesn't matter how much money you pay me.
Right.
I'm not gonna take certain things.
Right. And you probably wasn't in the position where you needed to.
Exactly.
It's always good to be in that position to not need.
Yep.
You could want, but needing is different, right?
What you need, it can take advantage of you.
Yeah.
When I was younger in the 30s, I needed it because I got a family.
Right.
You know, but I tell people all the time, man, get yourself financially secure. Do that stuff.
Right.
Do that stuff.
So what drew you to Colombia? And what year did you come here, or were you visiting before you came to
I used to go to DR a lot. Because I lived in Fort Lauderdale and Miami and those places.
Right.
It was only like an hour and a half, less than 2 hours.
Right.
And I did it a lot, loved it, been all over the DR, know it a lot. And then I got kind of tired of the DR, 5 years going, let me try something else. And my boys I looked up, you know, places to visit.
Right.
I did Brazil once.
Right.
And I read that one of the best places to retire is in Colombia, you know? And people, big things about Medellin. All the qualities of, you know, the kind of the living, cost of living rather, the people being nice, the infrastructure being nice compared to DR. So I said, let me go. My boy said, oh, we ain't going there. We don't know nothing about that. We ain't going. And I said, I'll go anywhere. You know, I pick up tomorrow and go to Australia and live for a year, you know. And I said, look, I'm going. They said, we ain't going. You go ahead and tell us what it's like. You know, they all love DR. DR is nice, you know.
Yeah, I love
with the
DR
ladies,
too.
You know, yeah. You know, so I said,
get stuck on DR. Don't get stuck on DR.
Exactly. That's what, I go by myself.
Right.
Came by myself here, liked it. Went back, told the boys, man, it's nice over here.
Right. What year was that you came to visit?
Damn, man, it gotta be about, damn, time flew by so much. 5, 6 years ago.
5, 6 years ago.
That's when I was doing back and forth, just learning the spot, you know?
Right.
And then I retired. When I retired my second job, I said, I'm gonna lock my apartment down, sell everything, and move to Medellin. I had enough. I could have got another job in banking. So, you know, I had enough of that stress, man. I had enough.
Right.
You know, I did my financial, my numbers.
Right.
I said, in Medellin, or Colombia, you can live very well.
Right.
You know, a certain amount of, give my budget, $30,000 a year. On the high side, $2,500 a month. On the high side, I said, you know, put that away for 5 years. You're good till you get retirement age and so forth.
Right.
And I had 30 days to lock my apartment down and sell everything and move here. And I sold my car, I sold everything I had.
So you was highly motivated.
Highly motivated. I said, no more stress. No more stress.
So when you get here, what's it like? Because you've been visiting for a while.
Yeah, exactly. About 4 years visiting back and forth. So I knew it.
When you get here, do you line up your apartment in advance? Do you have someone help you find your apartment? And the language barrier, how well is your Spanish, or what's your Spanish?
Well, since I was going to DR for a while, I learned Spanish.
Okay.
You know, I did most of it on Duolingo.
Right.
And then just talk to people in DR, you know. So I picked up on Spanish. Not excellent, but I knew enough to survive.
Right.
You know, so when I came here, it's still Spanish, so I was okay. And I actually went to Panama for about a month. I had a friend of mine, he's Australian, kind of an investor, a real estate guy, building a real resort in Panama, a place called Bocas del Toro.
Okay.
You know, it's on an island out there.
Yeah. I've been out there, Panama.
Yeah. So
checked out some of the small islands.
Exactly. So he was going to Italy. He goes every year for about a month. He said, Carlton, man, I actually met him here in a hotel downtown.
Right.
You know, he's in a hotel downtown in Central years ago. We became friends. He's building a little resort out there in a house. He said, man, come over here, stay in my spot where I'm in Italy.
Right.
Just get a house watch for me, you know, until I come back.
Right.
So instead of coming here, I lock it all down. I moved my stuff to a spot in Bocas del Toro, and I stayed there for 3 weeks. You know, and then I came in, 1 week in Panama City.
Yeah.
You know,
that's where I stayed, in Panama City.
But it was rainy season again. It rained every damn day. It's like now, I was there for a week and it rained every day. I wanted to spend like a little longer, maybe a month, and check out some of the smaller cities there.
Yeah.
But it rained every day, and I said, I'm not staying in London.
Right.
So I just popped up and came here, like June 30th.
June 30th.
2018. That's right. Yeah. I just stayed in a hotel downtown, like $25 a night, you know, and then I looked around for someone to stay. And luckily, I was gonna stay in an Airbnb for a while, but luckily, lucky enough to find an apartment. Went around and I did some videos about finding an apartment.
Right.
It can be difficult. But they want that people to co-sign and all that stuff.
Yes. And so, what part of Medellin was it when you first got your first apartment? Was it
Loreles?
Okay, so you've been here the entire time.
Exactly, because I like Loreles over Poblado, because I figure I want to see a lot of tourists. I stay in Miami. You know what I'm saying? That's my logic, man.
Right.
I mean, local folks, you know. Nice spot, but local.
Right, and this is a nice, pretty much quiet, professional neighborhood.
Exactly.
So I've walked through it and I've checked out a couple
safe,
spots. Pretty safe.
Yeah.
So what has changed for you in the 2 years of you being here in Colombia?
Oh man, I enjoy it, man. I tell people I don't want to go back to the States at all. I have, a lot of some family there. Well, my ex-wife, my son, and so forth. And a lot of cousins and so forth in South Florida. And when you come back, I'm saying, what for? Right. They say, when you going back? I said, what for?
When you come to see me.
You know, I've been back once.
Right.
And I sold some real estate. That was it. But I'm no need to go back.
There is something special about Colombia. You feel comfortable here.
Yeah. Feel relaxed.
Yeah.
You know, cops don't bother you. And worry about no nervousness about cops bothering you.
Yeah.
I talk about it all the time. About you just feel a lot more relaxed.
So when it okay, in the beginning, I'm sure you were maybe possibly doing all the stuff that the tourists do initially. And when when was the honeymoon over? Like, what set you to say, okay, I'm gonna fall back and I just live here now and I'm gonna fall back into a normal lifestyle?
I don't know. I think I'm still in the honeymoon, man. 2 years later, I'm still learning. I'm still learning the country, man.
That's true.
It's so big because it's not a look. When I started a YouTube channel, you know, if you asked me years ago, you know, older person like me and so forth about being on TV and over the channel, I'll say, nah, no way, I'm doing that crap.
Right.
No way. So when I might be to come here and travel the country, I want to see the country.
Right.
Not only in Colombia, but South America.
Right.
You know, I want to go to Brazil. I've been to Brazil. I want to go to Peru. I've been to Peru. I also want to see Peru and, you know, just Ecuador, you know, Argentina. I want to see it all.
Right.
But I said, let me focus on Colombia first,
Right.
to see all the cities. It's a big country, a lot to see. You know, so I've been doing the videos. Just, you know, when I start traveling around, I said, let me do the video and show people the country itself. You know.
So that inspired you to do the YouTube travel.
Yeah, it's all about
share.
is to travel, right?
Right.
Just traveling around and showing people the bigger cities. That's why I did it. You know, yeah.
Did anything else? Did anyone? Did you see like other people doing similar things that said, well, I could do it?
You know, I see younger guys doing the you know, most of the TNA stuff and some other guys doing some informational stuff. And I never really did it for money or to get big. You know,
Right.
My channel's pretty small, and I'm not trying to blow it up. People say blow it up, you make all this money. It's not really my thing to blow it up. You know, it's just right now about 3,400, 500 people, and I'm not trying to make it real big. It's informational. Like, you know, I met one guy that says, you know, he's a marketing person. He said, you don't need 100,000 subscribers. All you need is 1,000 really dedicated subscribers.
Yeah.
That's what he said. You know? So I'm growing small. It's not a thing where I have to get it big because I'm trying to make a bunch of money. I'm retired.
Right.
The young cats are doing it to make money to live on.
Right.
You know, I'm already retired.
And I think you do a good job of giving out information.
That's what I want to do.
I think that's your niche. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly
because
right.
that's what I watch your channel for,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
information.
You
I
told me
think
that too, like
you do
that.
a good job of that.
Yeah, I
you
try to
know?
do that.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. And you kind of like in a more mature audience.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
which is you need that as well.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and you're on the ground, boots on the ground
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
so people trust in what you do, your experience, your day to day. Even you covering. I saw when you covered when they were closed down for COVID, and you said you had a little, you was running late getting back to apartment, and the cops stopped you, and you got these certain little bit of hours to go out and do all the things you need to do. So I think even before that happened, I mean, you gave out a lot of good information. I think that's what people subscribe to your channel.
Like I said, it's an older audience,
Yeah.
not someone looking in just to see a bunch of DNA stuff.
And I think you answer the questions.
Yeah.
That when people ask questions, you come back with the answers.
And I'm still learning. I did a video recently about taxes just last week.
Right.
I finally got around to that one.
Yeah, you gave good information about the medical.
Exactly.
Medical, right?
Yeah.
Schools
Insurance,
and stuff too.
EPS, exactly.
Yeah.
Just want to do it. And since COVID, it's been hitting us this year, I've been able to travel. That's what I like traveling. So sitting down and just talking is not kind of my thing.
Right.
I have no choice to keep the information going, keep people interested in the channel, or they're going to go away.
Right.
But my thing is going out there. I've got a list this long of cities and pueblos I still want to hit.
Here.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the country.
Yes.
It's a long list, man.
Yes.
I just want to see all those places. I can't do it. It's gonna, kill me this year. But that's life. You just gotta deal with it.
Have you been to Cali yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Been to Cali.
We're going to Cali tomorrow. So you got any pointers for us?
No, I've been to Cali twice. Okay.
Okay.
And when I went there, my boy, he's probably saw me before on my channel, Domain. We both went there one time, and his girlfriend took us out to the spot. Probably about 45 minutes out of the city. We went to a horse farm. We went horseback riding. That was a lot of fun. The only problem, they never told us what was involved. So we came with our jeans and shoes and everything else, and sinkers and everything else. And we went about a 2-hour ride on the horses, and we went through the rivers with our clothes. We weren't prepared for this stuff.
Right.
And the guy come to the river, and he said, we're going to the water. He said, yeah. On the horses. So we end up, well, what are we gonna do now?
Yeah.
We went in with our jeans, everything.
Yeah.
Down to maybe your waist.
Like a real cowboy.
Sneakers totally wet. Everywhere. And then it goes in the water to splash you in water.
Yeah.
Thank God we had a backpack with waterproof.
Right.
Put like valuables in it.
Right,
You know?
right.
But otherwise we just deal with it.
Right,
like
right,
tonight
right.
coming here in the rain, it's only wet.
Right.
So we
right.
had fun. So we did about probably a 2-hour horse ride, man. It was fun.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool,
it was
cool.
fun. Yeah.
What part did you stay in Cali?
I don't remember the name.
You don't remember the
That's
area?
been like 3 years
Did
ago.
you hit up any of the salsa clubs or anything?
Oh yeah, of course
Okay.
you gotta do that, man. Oh man, we went 2 nights. Salsa club, a certain area called San Antonio, I think, something like that, where there's a big hill, a big church on top of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And man, salsa club. The good thing about Cali, which I like, there's a lot more mixture of, people,
Right.
and you got more
Melanated people.
Yeah, that's right, exactly, exactly right. And there's more white Colombians in Medellin.
Yes, yes.
And the mix was pretty cool. Go to the club, they'll dance with you. They don't even know you, they'll dance with you
I heard.
all night.
That's what I heard.
They'll salsa all night.
Yeah.
I mean, all night they'll dance continuously till 4 in the morning.
Right.
And that was cool. That's a big difference from here. Here's just some information. You have more, like I said, white Colombians here,
Right.
and it's not as friendly. If you go to a club, you see people, they're in groups.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the girls, like they're a group of 5, 6, 10.
Right.
You can't penetrate that like that.
Right.
You gotta be introduced to it or whatever.
Right.
But it's a little different, and they want to like dance with you like they do like here. It's a
Right.
little different culture.
And you've been here. We'll touch on the ladies a little bit. Like, how did you disseminate and adjust to maybe girls being interested because you're a foreigner and they think you can help them, and just meeting we might say a good girl.
Yeah. Well, I was married for a long time. I'm not looking to get married again.
Right.
The guys come here trying to find that Colombian woman,
Right.
settle down and family and all that. And, that's good. But right now, I'm married for a long time. I'm just trying to see the country, have a good time. So you do meet a lot of girls that like you because you're American probably. But people give us a hard time when you travel. Same thing with the DR. They'll say girls just want to see you because you have money or whatever to help them out. What's the difference in the States?
Right.
What's the difference in the
There's some
States?
similarities. Every woman is attracted to a successful man.
Exactly right.
Successful man.
Yeah.
So.
My wife is very beautiful. She probably still is.
Mhm.
I see her picture. Very beautiful woman.
Right.
But I came out pretty successful. First, I was a banker. First car driving some sports car. I bought my brand new 280 ZX. You probably saw it one time. The red ZX. So I was pretty successful.
Yeah.
And a lot of people talk to you because you're a successful black man. I mean, I'm just gonna tell the truth. There's no difference between them and here.
Yeah. I mean, there's a correlation of successful man and a beautiful woman.
Exactly right.
And it's never going to change.
So when they talk about, you hear it, then of course you're American. Everybody wants you to help them out.
Right. Right.
My ex-wife, I helped her out a lot. And she's still doing real well right now.
And you're still helping her.
She's doing real well, believe me, real well right now.
I definitely understand.
My
I
house
definitely
and
understand.
took my Mercedes Benz, everything. It's all good though. It's all good. So I date. It's not hard to do that. And I just have a good time and not worry about settling down.
Right.
People ask me, "Are you going to settle down again?" all the time. I might do it, but not right now. If I find the right person, maybe in her 40s, mid 40s or low 40s, guys would say, "Man, that old here?" You guys say, "I want to date 20s." No. So you know what they want.
Depending on what your age is, she's minus 20.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Now you got guys here in the 60s dating 19-year-old, 20-year-old. It's fun just for dating. But
It's an arrangement.
if you want to settle down, say maybe 2 years from now, you met someone that's high 30s, low 40s, real nice person, you might settle down.
Right.
But right now it's just about seeing the country, seeing the rest of South America, just traveling, man.
Right.
Having a good time.
So, where's your next trip that you think you're going?
Well, like I told you before on my channel, I'm trying to look at going to Cartagena.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And then once I settle in Cartagena, everything's on hold because of the pandemic.
Right.
I had actually plans of going to see Europe, all of Europe, this past summer. I had trips done to take about 20 grand and see all of Europe, right? And then that blew up, obviously. So now I've got plans. Still want to do that, but I want to see some other parts of Ecuador and Argentina, and also a big list of other spots I want to see along the coast from Cartagena, along the coast there, to Palenque and those places, Montero, whatever, to the coast.
Right.
You know, I want to see that. Yeah.
And you did, or you thought you did, or you did get sick with the COVID.
Oh
while
yeah,
you've been
yeah,
here.
yeah.
How was that here? And you talked about your insurance. Did you just wait it out at home, or did you actually go to the doctor and took care of it?
If you watch one of the videos, I was doing so bad one time. I had to go to, you know, that hospital that one night. It was so bad that one night. But I know I didn't get that. Well, I say that's bad, but I can say it was bad. But
It was bad enough that you felt you needed to seek professional
Oh man, I
help.
was out of it, man. You know, the pain and so forth, body aches and all that stuff for 7 days. So I went to the hospital. They said you weren't, you didn't need to be hospitalized. You know, you weren't like having breathing problems. I didn't know I'm in pretty good shape. I stay in shape, so I didn't hit me as hard as like, you know, I didn't know an underlying condition of it. I didn't have it, so thank God. You know, but I feel blessed because I'm back working out now for the last week and a half. I went to the gym maybe the other day. I'm getting the weight back, getting the weight back, and I'm gonna gain about 5 pounds already. I'm gonna get another 5.
And that's how important it was for you to have some insurance here, though.
Yeah, you know.
And you said it's pretty affordable.
Yeah, first I had the private insurance, but coming from the States where I was paying Cobra $562 a month, you know what Cobra is, all right. And then when I got here, I took the private insurance first, really good plan with Sora. It was costing me $185 a month. A lot of money for here,
Right.
you know.
Cheap in America. But
Exactly, it is. So after the first year was up, I hit 60 and it said it's gonna bump your policy 25%. It was like $225. I thought in January, this past January, looked at it and did the math, and I said, you're required to take government policy anyway, once you get your cellular government policy. So I had that plus a private policy. Government policy is pretty cheap. It covers a lot, but not as good as a private policy. Private policy you can travel outside the country and still be covered. Even the U.S. and still be covered. You're paying for it. And I said, you know what? Why am I going to pay $225 a month to live here? That's some people's salary here, you know. So I did some video about it. I thought about it. Some people that already lived here and only had a government policy, and they said this worked out fine for them. 110,000 pesos a month. About $35 or whatever.
Wow.
That's all I decided to drop the private policy, only government policy. Luckily, I'm pretty healthy and I've not had a chance to use it, not real severe. You know. But I've been pretty happy with it. So I'm saving people $25 a month.
Yeah.
You know.
So, as you hear, Carlton has great information about Colombia. Been here 2 years. If you want to share your channel and how they might be able to contact you.
Carlton's Travel Adventures, you know, it's pretty easy to find. I don't give too much personal stuff out, but I do have a live broadcast every Thursday at 8 Eastern time. You know, so people get on there if they want to talk to me, they do that. They call me sometimes for information, like guys come to town. You know, a lot of other YouTubers see it as a business and they charge people information. And I get it. I've been doing that without charging people. You know, people want to come, have some time with me and like have a dinner. You know, they pick up dinner and that's it. I don't charge them. You know, right now, not like people say, "Hey, spend all your time with someone." You know, went to lunch one time with somebody and spent like 3 hours with the person. 3 hours. You know, and it can be time consuming.
Yes.
But I'm retired. You know. And I don't
Lucky for them.
Yeah, exactly right. So I just don't feel I should be charging. Maybe in the future if I get so busy, you know. But you got to moderate that too. I mean, you got people who want to talk to you every weekend, and you got a life of your own. So you have to understand. I can't meet everybody. One guy got pissed off at me because they couldn't meet me. You know. And I'd say, I'm thinking, who the hell am I? You know, who am I? You know. He called me. I was busy that weekend, and then he came in town. And he called me before. I said, "Hey, I mean, I just couldn't make it." You know, he got my own personal life, and he got really pissed off. Who do you think you are? I said, man, calm down, man. I can't meet everybody. So, but if I can meet you, I'll meet you and talk about, you know, life here, and I can help you here.
I appreciate it. And so the number one question I get right now is, should guys visit now or should they wait? In your opinion?
Visit now? Man, you can visit anytime, man. It's always a nice place to visit. right now it's been opening up. Medellin is opening up, as you know. We can do a lot more here
Yep.
and some other places. But there's some rumors and buzz about closing it down again. You know, wait and see. I don't think they will because of the money that's flowing in now. You know, I hope it doesn't happen, and they keep opening it up. But the cases are still high. It's a problem.
Yeah, it's still like a number 4, right?
Yeah, it's still high. You know, which is bad.
Right.
But
So far, so good.
yeah, I know. But you know, just be careful. Man, no matter where you go now, it's gonna have the same issue. The U.S. is just as bad.
Yeah, I live in New York, and I was like, not too many places had it as bad as we did.
Yeah, I know.
So
but it's
better for me to be
I watch
honest.
CNN. I watch CNN and Fox. You know, almost every day, keeping abreast of what's happening in the
Right,
States.
right.
And I see what's happening in the Midwest, and it's still going up. It's still going up. So there's nowhere to run to. You go to Europe, it's getting worse. The second wave in Europe right now. No matter where you go, it's just this. It is what it is.
Well, I feel better being maybe somewhere in the Caribbean or somewhere during the winter months because at least it's not a flu season.
Right, exactly.
So that's what I plan on not being there for the flu season because if you get the flu, they're gonna say it's COVID.
Everybody has COVID.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to stay somewhere where there's no real flu season during the flu season, and hopefully I'll be okay. But I've been traveling since they opened things up, and I wear my mask where I need to, and when you sit down, you take it off.
Right.
And I'm already on my 4th COVID test, and everything is because I took one before I went to Mexico, and both times I went to DR, they gave me the rapid test at the airport, and then I had to produce the PCR test to come here.
Right.
So,
Wow.
it makes you feel good though that you're okay, and it makes me feel if I do get sick, I know I got sick there. At least I know where it happened.
Right,
I don't have to wonder did I come in with it, did I get it here and there. So,
and people. The honest truth is, a lot of Colombians are nervous. They want the money to come in. Girls gotta get paid. I mean, they have family.
Everybody,
right?
Restaurants, everything.
Exactly, right. So they like the money coming back in. The restaurants are all open, which is good, but they're still nervous about the Americans coming. Bringing that stuff here. They're still nervous.
But
I get it.
But they should be, if anything, comfortable because we've checked.
Yeah, right.
You guys haven't checked. The locals haven't been checked.
I know.
You know, if I was home and never traveled anywhere, I would have never gotten the COVID test.
Right. I know.
So when I entered in the DR, I got checked both times. So actually, most people coming in clean or with no COVID. I mean, I took literally the day before I got on the plane, I took the COVID test. So.
No.
But I know in your psyche,
exactly. It's the fear.
I definitely
strangers bringing
felt that way. And had an experience in the supermarket in DR, and it wasn't even a local. It was a foreigner expat,
right.
Yeah. But he, of course, assumed I'm American and so on and so forth, and he was really like standoffish. But
and there's a case early last week, where a mom and her son came from Mexico. They got in, it's all over the news, and they were both positive. And I think the government must have fined the airline a certain amount of money. But they came in positive, both of them positive. So shit can happen.
They checked that. Newark, they checked that. And when I got to Fort Lauderdale, and they checked my test here in Medellin. So they definitely
do the best they can.
Even though I think it was very thorough, took the temperature, got off the airplane and everything.
I said, because we get checked, I'm not being nervous that much about Americans. But understand the concern here.
Yeah, of course. But actually, I haven't felt that way moving around.
No, you won't, because they want people to come back in.
But I didn't feel no one a little bit standoffish in the supermarket, in the mall, or anywhere else.
No, you want me to see, but they'll talk about it. If I know them, they kind of talk about it.
All the Americans coming in, bringing the COVID.
Exactly.
I had it the worst.
But it's not a big issue. You want to hear, people away from you and so forth. They want that money to come back.
For sure. So thank you for your time.
So how you enjoying it?
Oh, me?
Real quickly, how you enjoying it so far, man?
Oh, I'm having a great time, man. I mean, I did all the tourist things in my previous trips, Bermuda 13, Guadalupe, and all that stuff, Pablo Escobar tour. But, just going out, I did something different. I went to San Felix and just, the mall, and I did a little nightlife. And so, but I love my apartment, I love my view, and I love the weather, and it hasn't really been raining, you know. So I'm just comfortable. I have a few friends here to hang out with. I met another brother here, and it's just, you know, I love traveling. I love being in different places, and so far it's been good. And you know, I'm not going to overdo it. We're going to go to Cali and see what Cali has to offer.
Right.
And yeah, man, it's been good. Things are not open like they used to be, but it's enough open to have a good time, enjoy yourself.
Good. Glad you enjoyed yourself. I like Medellin, and I'll probably end up staying here, you know, long term. If something happens, stay long term, man.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Oh, nice pleasure meeting you, man.
Same to you, brother. Same to you. Same to you.
Enjoy your travels and be safe, all right?
Thank you.
All right.